I'm going to sit butt naked on my couch, probably Wii controller in one hand and my Wii in the other. Heyo!
This is the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast coming to you live from the Gene Parmesan Memorial Studios, wherever you are, wherever you may be. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are a video game podcast where three old friends sit up, have a few drinks, and we talk about retro video games. Sitting here with me live in the studio to my left is Weldy Time.
Ew.
Okay, that's what we got.
I wasn't really prepared for that. I thought you were going to go him first. So I was like, hi.
You got to switch it up every once in a while.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. We're doing the Three Stooges again.
Hello.
Hello. No, you ruined it again.
I love it.
Who am I?
Aren't you? You're
I am Andy.
I was going to say you're Shemp.
I was like,
No.
are you Shemp?
The one, the one that got kicked off the Stooges.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then sitting to my right is Andy.
Wow. That's my Crash Bandicoot.
That's actually it's like a high pitch. So Andy, what's new with you, bud?
Well, we just celebrated his birthday this
We did.
weekend.
Oh my gosh.
We sure
I
did.
still have some of my nail polish on from our emo night.
Same.
Oh, mine went to the wayside.
Well, he looked like he was a knockoff Fred Durst.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
If I'd have wore a red hat, I would have just screamed I did it all for the nookie the entire night. It would have been awful and awesome and awful.
Ricky had his emo wig on, but you could rock that haircut if you were able to pull that off.
Yeah.
I wish that if my hair were long enough and I could actually straighten it out, I probably would try to rock that haircut. That wig was great up until the end of the night and someone spilled beer on it because I had taken it off my head and then someone knocked the beer over on top of it. And I like put it back on my head in the car ride home, and I was like, man, boy, I feel like I am just doused in beer right now.
And shout out to whoever that friend was.
Yeah, what a jerk that person was. Whoever they may be. It
Well, I don't know who it was.
It might have even been me, honestly. Who knows? I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible drunk. Cody, what's new with you, bud?
Nothing. By the way, I wanted to say I apologize for not doing karaoke, but in hindsight, pinball totally saved my life that night.
Yeah, I heard that you were basically dying.
Yeah, I was dying. I remember singing 1 week by Bare Naked Ladies, and then I remember the waitress came down and she asked if we need anything, and somebody had gotten a
bucket.
Thank you.
Bucket, yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I got a bucket of
we got a whole keg from the bar.
That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. But I got a bucket and I gave the lady a $20 bill and I took a sip of one and I went, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And as I was walking up, so where we were at, we were downstairs. We had our own private room to do karaoke. And I walked upstairs to the main part of the bar. There inside the bar was an entire line of pinball tables.
5 pinball.
That's a line.
Okay,
it was five pinball tables and a golden tea machine.
Yeah, okay, that was the other one.
And I totally pumped $60 out of the ATM.
Do you remember what the games were?
So they had Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
They had John Wick.
Yep.
They had an Elvira one.
Oh yeah, they did. I wanted to play that. Dang
Yep. Yeah, they had an Elvira one.
I thought they had at least one more.
They had a MC. They had an MCU.
A Marvel one?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, because the one to my right, because I was playing the Led Zeppelin one the entire night. The one to my right was John Wick, and to the right of that was the Golden Tea Machine. And
I played the John Wick one. I got multi-ball, 3 balls in there at one point.
You sure did.
That's
you sure did.
multi-ball.
But I found myself playing pinball and watching NBA Summer League because it was on a TV right above my head. And I found myself doing that for 2 hours. And I was like, okay, I think just like the Mary Tyler Moore Show, we're going to make it after all. And then head out the window the entire ride back to the hotel. I just felt like a dog. It was wonderful.
Well, you had a 1,000-yard stare there on the boat. You were just like dying eating Cheez-Its.
Yeah. Oh my God. I do not remember eating Cheez-Its.
I'm not gonna lie. I was since I was bouncing around all around the boat, I never really get the opportunity to sit with one person for more than 5-10 minutes before I have to get up and then move around.
Well, you're that social butterfly.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's my birthday, so I have to talk to everybody who comes out. I do. To me, it's very rude if I don't actually conversate with every single person on the boat. At least have a full 5 to 10 minute full on full-fledged conversation with every person that comes out because they spent amount of money coming to hang out with me just on my birthday. So I want to show my gratitude for that. But I did notice by the end of the night there were quite a few people that were way far more going than what I thought they were.
Yeah, shout out Kyle.
I wasn't gonna do that, but Might as well shout out Scott too while we're at it.
Oh, well, they all made it. Like,
No, Kyle didn't make it to the karaoke.
oh, that's right. He did
didn't
not make it, did
He
he?
wasn't swimming in his vomit like he did at the Monopoly game, but he was,
that is the one thing I
Crossing the
did
line.
not do, and I was so proud of myself. I didn't shit myself, and I did not throw up. That's a win. That's a win for me.
Congrats,
That's
buddy.
done.
We're so proud of you, bud.
Thank you.
I think that you probably would have stopped hanging out with me promptly there afterwards if you would have shit yourself on the boat. Because you're like, yeah, every time I hang out with you, I shit myself. And now it kind of would have been a wrap there.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Shauna and I'm like, "Hey, good to see you again." I'm like, "Hey, the last time I saw you, I was crapping myself at German Fest," and like that thought crossed my mind. I'm like, "Oh God, it's gonna happen again."
We were on the water, man. So I mean,
I know.
you were trapped at sea. So
I would have probably just hung off the side of the boat and just kind of floated along.
that sort of
it's the
thing.
mommy. It's pretty gross already.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not anything.
You can't make it any worse than what it already is. Trust me.
No.
Weldy, I hear that you have a game for us.
Yes, I do have a game for us.
We're gonna skip over the what we drinking.
Yep, I'm full on Weldy now. I forget about what we're drinking. So
Hey, you can't forget about that. Andy, what are you drinking?
Well, we filled your fridge up, so I got some stuff that's been sitting in your fridge for a minute. I got more of that light strike Gatorade stuff that tastes like Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
wait, so is it like? Because I was looking at it and I was like, that looks like an energy drink. Is that like?
No, it's 5% alcohol. Must be 21 to drink. Lemon lime flavor. Tastes like Gatorade.
Oh wow.
You want a
Okay.
sip?
Yeah, I'll take a sippy poo.
What are you drinking?
There was a leftover Smirnoff Ice Cosmic Snow Cone. Other than the Gatorade, Ricky, what do you got over there?
There was like I don't know, 5 or 6 of those Smirnoffs left. So I grabbed one of the lemon shaved ice ones, and then I brought my backpack cooler of some more of those Smirnoff ice cream flavored. And I also have a bottle of Kinky. Last time I think it was fruit punch. This time it is blue.
Oh,
That's
wait.
that's literally
What
what
the one
it
I just
says.
gave you?
That's literally what it says. It says Kinky blue.
I thought
Here,
I passed
wait,
you.
let me read the back of it. Let me read the back of it like a big TV announcer.
That one I'm taking back home.
Oh.
That's why I had you bring it to me so then I could leave this blue one here.
Crafted with super premium vodka distilled 5 times, enjoy Kinky Blue on its own or shake things up with a lemonade, ginger ale, rum, or vodka. No matter how you get kinky, surprise your senses. It's so good, it's naughty. Produced and bottled by Kinky Company, Louisville, Kentucky.
Gotta work on your micro machine voice just a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
know. Hey, gotta get micro machines.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. All right, are you guys ready?
I was going to let this pause. Very long pause.
All right, there we go. Is it this or is it that? These jabronis have to choose. All right. So occasionally I will start off with a happy time. And I'm going to do that this week because we got to give a happy trails to the King of Darkness. No longer the Prince of Darkness, the King of Darkness.
Ozzy?
Ozzy Osbourne, yes. Black Sabbath this past Saturday gave their final show.
They say that. I've seen his final show 7 times.
Like willed out on stage and everything.
He was in a throne. He got like pumped up from the bottom of the stage.
I'm pretty sure that Ozzy can't even walk anymore at this
No,
point.
he's super old.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, between that was it like his Parkinson's.
I was going to say he's got
his-
Parkinson's
and
real
his
bad.
Alzheimer's, and you know.
Yep. And then Kelly, his daughter, got proposed to. Also,
The drummer, was it the drummer?
Yes.
From Slipknot?
I can't remember the band.
Weird. He's just marrying into Osborne royalty.
And Ozzy can't say no on his day. Everything's a yes on
You know
his
what's
special
also
day.
weird is I think it's Jessica Simpson is like super best friends with Kelly Osbourne.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Nah. But yes, Ozzy and Black Sabbath gave their final performance on Saturday. So we want to give them their flowers with this game. So I'm going to give you a list of 10 names. You have to tell me if each of the names on the list is either a Black Sabbath song
I'm about to blow this out of the water.
Oh, I'm fucked.
or a Fallout 3 quest. You kind of, I was going to say, you kind of lit up
Maybe.
there for a second.
Well, you started with Fallout, and I was like, Fallout
Oh.
Boy something? I was like, yeah, I stand a chance. And no, I don't. I'm fucked, guys.
No,
Another
you're golden.
settlement needs your help.
Now, one of these, for the first time ever, one of these is a hybrid both.
The heck does that mean?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So one of these is actually a Fallout 3 quest, but there is something about the quest. Something inside, someone you talk to, something you do, somewhere you go that has to do with Ozzy Osbourne. Like maybe a little subtle nod or an Easter egg or something along those lines.
You have to bite the head off of a bat.
Well, hey, hold that thought.
It's actually the ant quest
You have
where
to
you go
snort
to
a
like
rhino's ants.
where you have to go to the town of giant ants that eats everybody, and you have to bite the head off the ant. And you know.
Oh,
No spoilers, no spoilers.
can you
because
piss on the Alamo?
you you have to tell me which one of these is the both for a point.
All right.
Then, if you can tell me how it ties back into anything to do with Ozzy Osbourne,
All right.
I will give you 2 points.
Let's see how
because this one is a little difficult unless you know the lore of Fallout 3.
If you guys have ever wondered how big of posers we are when it comes to playing video games and knowing like our video game lore, you're about to find out real quick here.
Okay, and so I thought about
I know
that.
Fallout 3 pretty well.
Yeah, I thought about that. It's like I haven't picked up Fallout 3 in probably 5 to 10 years, but when I played it, I played like 120 hours and did the DLC.
But I don't know all the quests, so.
But it wasn't worth playing through twice.
See, I've dumped more hours into Fallout 4 because I prefer the graphics of Fallout 4 over like that just straight up green ass fucking tint of Fallout 3.
And that's fair.
You had your Vault Boy on too long and
Fuck
everything was green.
Yeah.
You kids ready?
No. Go ahead. Let's go.
Andy, are you pausing here again? No, you're not. Shut up. All right. Number 1, shock value.
I'm going with that's a Fallout 3 quest.
Okay.
I think it's the quest, but I'm debating if it's the both off the bat. I'm going to say no. It's just the Fallout.
Yes, it is just the Fallout 3 quest. It is from the Broken Steel DLC. Well done. You guys are both 1 for 1. Number 2, Hand of Doom.
I'm going Fallout 3 quest.
Also Fallout.
No, Black Sabbath.
What?
Oh, Andy, you fucking poser. You don't know shit about You don't know shit about Ozzy Osbourne and her shitty music.
For those of you keeping score at home, it's from their Paranoid album.
Shout out Tom when he hears this.
Oh, he's absolutely going to rag you for this.
Number 3, Children of the Grave.
That sounds like a Black Sabbath sort of deal.
I might use the both on this one. I'm sticking with just Sabbath.
Just Sabbath. It is just Sabbath. Yes, well done. From their Master of Reality album. All right, number 4, Who Dares Wins.
Sabbath.
Fallout.
Fallout 3.
Oh.
It is the Broken Steel DLC. Again, we double dipped on their Broken Steel DLC. Now, this is one thing I do remember. The DLC from this, like Operation Anchorage, was Booty Cheeks.
Yeah, that sucked.
The Pit was fun.
It was fun.
But it's not my favorite DLC from any Fallout game because God did I love Far Harbor in Fallout 4.
That ruled.
Yeah, but the problem is I wanted to hop into the game and play a little bit, and then I saw that come out, and I went there, and I was way underpowered. I'm not supposed to be here yet.
It's still fun.
I got mile lurks. I'm like, look at this little mile lurk to take one swipe and 2/3 of my health is gone. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here yet.
The queen comes out and fucking wrecks you.
Yeah. Number 5, Walking with Spirits.
Sabbath.
Yeah, just Sabbath.
No, Fallout 3. Yeah, it is from the Point Lookout DLC. All right. Number 6, You Gotta Shoot Him in the Head.
Fallout 3.
I'm shooting for both.
It is the both. Well done. It is the both. Now, for 2 full points, if you can tell me exactly how it ties back into Ozzy, if you can come close, I'll give you still a half a point. But this one is going to be a little difficult.
I feel like there's a catchphrase that goes, you got to shoot him in the head.
There's one thing I'm looking for this entire 2 points here.
Fuck.
I'm going to say, does this only pertain to Andy or can I shoot for it too?
You can, yeah.
I'm going to say the head thing is just on him ripping the head off of the bat.
Okay. All right. Andy?
It's something to do with shot in the dark. I don't know why my gut's saying me that.
That's a pretty good guess. It is wrong, but it's a good guess. Now, why does this tie into Ozzy? Because the person that gives you the quest, Mr. Crowley.
Oh.
Yes. And in the Fallout 3 game guide, to describe this quest and walk you through it, they use lyrics from that song.
Cool.
In the game guide.
That's rad.
It is, yes. So there you go. All right.
Mr. Crowley.
All right. So not bad. Andy still gets a point, so that's okay. Number 7, Tomorrow's Dream.
That's Sabbath.
Fallout.
Sabbath from their Volume 4
Damn,
album.
Andy, I'm killing you on the Sabbath shit. Actually, that's all I've actually gotten right. It's just the Sabbath ones.
Number 8, Killing Yourself to Live.
Sabbath.
Fallout.
Sabbath from their Sabbath Bloody Sabbath album.
It sounded like a Sabbath one. I was like,
Is that the one? No, that's not the one. We play it backwards and it says shoot, 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 kill, kill, kill.
I think so. Yeah. Number 9, Fungus Deal.
That has to be Fallout.
I'm going with Sabbath.
That was the one that tripped you up. Sorry, that was Fallout. It's a Fallout 3. It's no DLC. It's just a normal side quest. There you go. Number 10, The Replicated Man.
One Ozzy.
I'm going Fallout.
It is Fallout.
Darn.
Nice.
Yeah, because that's what the fuck is his name? Gary. Is that the Gary fucking? Is that
Quest.
the Gary quest?
Gary.
Gary.
Do not know. That's all the notes I took was the Fallout 3, just normal, no DLC, normal side quest. How'd your kids do?
Andy whooped my ass again. Andy with 6 and me with 4.
Oh, that's not bad.
You got close there.
I don't think that I have won any actual games this year, so
Damn.
this is not a good year for the old Rickster.
You're taking the Malort. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, this is probably going to be me taking a Malort this year.
That's okay. Well, whoever loses at the end of the year when we do the annual Retro Smash High-Low game, whoever loses gets to be the guesser of High-Low.
You know, actually,
I'm sorry. Whoever loses gets to whoever the loser is over the course of the year gets to be the person that gives me the number, and the other person that's the winner gets to be the High-Low guesser.
More so, what this is just telling me, guys, is that I actually need to be the person that starts creating games, and that way it's just not.
The house always wins.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, Wodie's never really put in the middle of these situations for any game.
A couple episodes ago.
Oh no! Like, how does that weigh out? Like, where he's like only like 1 or 2 games a year, where we're in the other 26. Like,
I mean,
24.
There's a few times.
I'm in the creation business here. I'm in the creative business here.
These nuts.
Damn, son. Hey, you know what else is creative? Crash Bandicoot.
No, we're not going to insert segue music. Okay.
Oh, we're not.
No, damn it! I was actually. Hold on a second. Hold on. So because I stopped for a brief second. So him saying, you know what else is creative is Crash Bandicoot. I think you can do.
Play the music right there.
Yeah, like, or you could put like the booga booga man going booga booga, like when you break him out of the box or something like that.
Mhm.
One of those would actually be a pretty good sound effect to put, or him just going wow when he dies.
I almost just said Ikabokum, but no, that's Banjo Kazooie. Ikabokum.
What have I got? So,
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
So that's our topic this week, gang.
It is. It is also a video game franchise originally developed by Naughty Dog as an exclusive for Sony's PlayStation console. Seen numerous installments created by various developers and published on multiple platforms. The series consists of predominantly platform games, but also includes spin-offs in the kart racing and party game genres. The series was originally produced by Universal Interactive, which also made the Spyro series for those of you keeping score at home, and later would be known as Venavidi Games. Vivendi Games. In 2008, Vivendi merged with Activision, which currently owns and publishes the franchise. So the developers were Naughty Dog, Traveler's Tales, Vicarious Visions, Radical Entertainment, and recently in the re-release for the original trilogy, Toys for Bob, which also, for those of you keeping score at home, remade the Spyro series.
The Reignited trilogy.
Yeah. Publishers being Sony Computer Entertainment until 2000, Universal Interactive from 2001-2003, Vivendi Games 04-08, and then Activision since. Their first release for the series was in 1996, developed by Naughty Dog at the time. The story follows Crash as it aims to foil Cortex's plans for world domination and rescue his friend Tauna, a female Bandicoot also created by Cortex. The game is played from a third-person perspective, in which the camera trails behind Crash through some levels feature forward-scrolling and side-scrolling perspectives. How did it do? Game Rankings gave it an 80%. Computer and Video Games gave it a 4 out of 5. Electronic Gaming Monthly, which seems to be the base almost that we kind of use.
Yeah, EGM.
Yeah.
Gave it a 33.5 out of 40. Not bad. Which is about, let's see, hold on. Can't do math. About a 78% maybe.
Yeah, that's all right.
Why out of 40? They had this conversation last time.
I know,
Magazine did it out of like 20.
Well, Game Fan gave it a 298 out of 300.
What? Both they missed 2 points.
Yes,
Sons of
IGN,
bitches.
and the next one, IGN gave it a 7.5 out of 10, where PlayStation Official Magazine gave it a 9 out of 10. It won the Game of the Month for both Electronic Gaming Monthly and Game Fan. Reviewers widely considered the gameplay to be standard for its genre, though some nevertheless regarded it to be enjoy and polished. E-Storm of Game Fan, who gave both the game and its competitor, Super Mario 64, perfect scores, determined that, quote, Mario 64 is a perfect action adventure and Crash is a perfect action platform. However, and this is where I think we're going to get into why Crash sometimes feels a little
Clunky.
cheap. Zach Messon of GameSpot, quote, flat out roadkill on a 4-lane highway and the Next Generation reviewer declaring the game to be, quote, the single most derivative game ever to hit a console. What the hell does that mean?
Okay, so it sounds like a couple of losers who were trying to sound a little bit more pompous than what I'm throwing that out there. That's what they sound like. Sometimes video game reviewers can really come off like their childhood idols were like Roper and Ebert or shit, like, or Siskel and Ebert. Sorry, Roper and Ebert was later. Sorry, but it was Siskel and Ebert. Sorry, we're old. That's what their childhood idols were. We're like, I wonder how mean I can be to a video game franchise and just drive it into the ground, even though it was very creative and new at the time that it came out. When I initially played the first Crash Bandicoot game, I enjoyed it, but I didn't play it until after I played the second one. So it's kind of funny. So I played the second one first, and then I played the first one later on. I do not like playing the first one as much. That's not me saying that I don't like the game. That's me saying that motherfuck did I get my ass beat a lot.
You played it last night a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, and I played the second one last night, but I've also been playing the first one over the last few months as well, just because I downloaded the Insane trilogy on my Switch for like, I think it was like free or whatever when I got it. It came through on like one of them deals. I won't say free, but it's probably like
cheap.
It was like $5 or $10 or some shit. I was like, for 3 games, who am I to say no to that?
Sometimes they were releasing like the Insane trilogy and the Reignited trilogy. I see all the time on like Xbox or PlayStation.
And sometimes you can catch those in like a combo pack for like
$20.
For like 6 games. That's like
sexy.
Killer, man.
That's exactly killer. It's great.
But no, the first game is just very unforgiving to players. That's just all it is. I didn't find a lot of the levels to be super fun. I did like them because it's a different type of environment that you're playing in. Like you're going through the jungle, or you're going through like the caves, or like the caverns, or like the icy areas, shit like that.
I got a fun fact to toss in there just real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So there's a Minecraft level and a snowy level that were not in the first ones, so they put them in the second one.
Oh.
And then there was going to be a lava one too, but Crash kind of blends in with the lava color, so they cut that.
That makes sense.
But it shows up later in, I think, 4. I forgot to write it down which one it showed up in.
I think the one thing I hated about the game was that like I liked the 2D platforming sections.
Yeah.
But the third person,
that sucks.
And I don't know if it's just because like as
you
a
can't
gamer,
tell what's coming up.
You can't. Yeah. And that's last night while I was playing the second one. I was ready to throw my controller through the TV because it was just some portions of it where I was like, motherfucker, I know my depth perception isn't this fucked, is it?
Yeah.
And it's like the fucking condor is like just coming right at me. And I was like, I jumped over this son of a bitch. And it's like, no, you didn't, bud. It got you.
It's funny you talk about the second one because Cortex Strikes Back, the 1997 platform sequel developed by Naughty Dog, published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation. Reception-wise, that one got a little bit more favorable ratings. Game Ranking gave it an 89%. Okay. Electronic Gaming Monthly gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Game Revolution gave it a B. GameSpot gave it an 8.6 out of 10. IGN gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Major Mike of GamePro said that while the fundamental gameplay mechanics were the same as the first title, quote, its graphical enhancements and added moves catapulted to the top of the PlayStation action/platform heap. He gave it a 4.5 out of 5 in both control and fun factor, and a perfect 5.0 in both graphics and sound. Now, I will say, Crash is a beautiful game.
Yes.
It's pretty. It's colorful.
Yes.
It's easily resonates with, younger players and, us players that are like, oh, we want to go back and get a little slice of our childhood. You know what I mean when I say that? It's like, okay, like it's all coming back to me. This was so fun to play for about 6 minutes until you realize you're still dog shit at it.
So kind of like playing Twisted Metal.
I speedrun Twisted Metal. I cannot compute.
Do you speedrun the first Twisted Metal?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I actually beat the game with Sweet Tooth in 28 minutes.
No, got me.
I think. Well, hold on.
You got me.
Does this game follow or are the sequels always better?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that as the games progress with sequels go, the sequel was phenomenal. I specifically remember playing this one as a kid. We played it so fucking much between renting it from Blockbuster, so much that like my aunt and uncle were just like, oh my fucking god, you guys rent this all the time, we'll just fucking buy it now at this point. But yeah, no, playing the second one was really, really fun. This is when I really started getting deeper into like wanting to 100% games. This is where it's not just the gems, you got crystals and
it's like a shit ton of collectible stuff.
Yeah, and then you have
like
the
a lot of
time
Easter
trials,
eggs,
and between the time trials, and then you also have like the secret areas, you have the special colored gems. So it's like a lot of shit that you like have to go back and get. It's really fun to go back and try to collect all that shit and do. The second one, fantastic. I thought that it
10
really,
out of 10.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that, he said it. It's 11 out of 10, actually.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
By the way, I do want to correct an error from a little bit ago. The original Twisted Metal, my time was 27 minutes and
Oh, shit.
16 seconds.
Even so.
And I beat it as Mr. Grimm.
Mr. Grimm.
Hold on a second now. Wait a minute. Now I feel like that's taking the easy way out now.
What, Mr. Grimm?
Yes, where
You get no ammo in
Yeah.
the first game. You get at least a little itty bitty bit in the second game,
you
but
hit somebody with his special, and that takes like 75% of their health.
you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a them problem. And finally, Crash Bandicoot Warped, or known as Crash Bandicoot 3, Warped in 1998, also developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation. The third game in the video game series. Its reception, highest out of all of them. Metacritic gave it a 91 out of 100. Electronic Gaming Monthly, again, their weird scoring, gave it a 36.5 out of 40.
What, they changed? Was it 30 last time?
I think so, yeah. Game Revolution gave it a B+. GameSpot gave it an 8.9 out of 10. IGN gave it a 9.1 out of 10. Official US PlayStation Magazine gave it, how many stars do you think they gave it out of 5?
I'm going to go 4.5.
Yeah. Yep.
You're going to want to go a little higher than that. They gave it a 5 out of 5.
Wow.
They received universal acclaim according to review aggregator Metacritic. Johnny Ballgame, which is an absolute great porn star name, by the way. Johnny Ballgame of GamePro concluded the game was, quote, a very strong contender for the PlayStation Game of the Year, and that the, quote, rowdy gameplay will keep your I almost said rowdy Piper.
Yeah.
A rowdy gameplay keep you on your head spinning for days. Official US PlayStation Magazine considered the game to be, quote, the best 2.5D platformer ever released.
Agreed.
So you said you played some of the other Crashes that I don't really... Do you want me to go into those here, or did you want to just talk about like the racing? Because I know the likes with Spyro, we talked about the original trilogy with that one.
Crash Team Racing was fun. I played that. Yes, I did play Crash Team Racing during that hype phase for like Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing, and everybody had their own racing game.
Sega had theirs.
Say what?
Sega had their Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic Racers. Yeah, everybody had their racing games come out in like 2000 or whatever, 2001. It's pretty much the same as all the other ones are, you know. You collect your items, you throw them at people, you got your TNT, your Nitro, all the BS. So, I didn't play it as much as I played the other ones, but I did play it a couple of times. It was cool for what it was.
He showed up in Skylanders also, didn't he? I don't think he was a playable character. I think he was just like,
yeah.
I didn't get my notes on that, sorry.
No, I couldn't tell you. I didn't do my research on that one, so sorry. I'm trying to do better about not spreading misinformation.
I think spreading misinformation about video games is a little better than other misspread information on the internet.
Yeah, hey guys.
Yeah.
So actually, I hold the speedrun record for the first Crash Bandicoot back in 1996.
GG's.
Yeah, thanks.
We can't look it up because the internet didn't really exist very well.
You can't actually look that. You can't look that topic up. You can't look that stat up because it's actually been erased from the internet.
Yep.
So sorry.
There's 1 minute missing in the video.
It's crazy. It's wild. No,
I'm trying to find a difficulty list to see. It's like, ooh, top 100 most difficult games of all time. See if any of the Crashes are on there. So please hold.
So if I had to rank all the Crash Bandicoot games, this is
all of them or just the 3?
Just the 4 that I have absolutely played, because they have been releasing sequels recently.
Yeah.
And I have not gotten a chance to play those. So I would say for me, it would probably just go backwards. It would go 3, 2, 1, and then Crash Team Racing. So 3 was easily, like, all the reviews, they're not joking, it's the best one in the series. It just feels so fun to play, like, so much. They just play so much into, like, all the characters, all the different attributes, just like the goofiness of Crash as a character. His character is, like, more on display here, just him being a goofy little dude.
Did you ever watch the commercials?
I did.
The guy dressed up as a mascot and screaming at stuff.
Yeah, he's just running around screaming at everything.
Those are always funny.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed those early PlayStation commercials.
Besides the squirrels.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, well, basically, it's just like somebody dressed up in like a fucking mascot costume and just running around and just like doing dumb shit. I watched the Smash Brothers video the other night, and they were talking about like the original Smash Brothers like promotion.
Were the mascots there and they're like kicking each other and tripping?
Yeah, and they were like tripping and beating each other up, or how they like actually had like an actual wrestling match inside of a wrestling ring. So like that sort of stuff. I enjoyed the early promotions for video games back in the 90s. It was really fun. Goofy as all fucking get out.
Except for the Twisted Metal 2. The Twisted Metal 2 promo was was pretty cool because it was like a luxury car equipped with Mi-56 machine guns on both sides or something along those lines. And it's a lady in a full like black dress and a guy in a tuxedo. They make it look like it's James Bond kind of thing. And then Roadkill just comes up and slides around and it cuts into the gameplay. Ranker.com did the most frustrating parts of great video games list. It was ranked by 1,200 votes and 380 voters. Number 1 was Mario Kart: The Blue Shell. That was the most frustrating part of great video games. Number 2, Crash Bandicoot: Slippery Climb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
While Crash Bandicoot can be played by everyone, it was mostly a kid's game, which made this level even more inhumane. The Slippery Climb stage consists of nothing more than a series of constantly moving platforms, which will be fine, except for the fact the camera was insanely unreliable. If Crash jumped even a millimeter too close to the edge, he slid off and the player had to start over again.
Yep. Sucked so much. You just going up, and you gotta fucking hit each platform. Like, so you have to jump and spin and hit each platform correctly. You only have, it's like maybe like it's like a 7-8 second timer before like it flips back into its original position. Then you gotta hit it again. Well, bad news, if you get all the way to the top and you don't hit that one correctly, or you don't hit the one that you're standing on correctly, whoop, right all the way back down, and then you gotta go right all the way, try to keep going back up. It gets super hella frustrating, honestly.
Andy, you had some facts for us too, by the way.
I'll squeeze them in here. So Crash Bandicoot was the first platformer using the go forward, go backwards away from the camera instead of left to right.
I enjoyed that about it. So don't get me wrong, like it can be very frustrating doing like the go forward, go backward, left to right, because it does fuck with your depth perception a lot. But I also thought it was really innovative and I enjoyed it a lot.
Some fucked up fact, the death animation where Crash gets squished was altered in the Japan version due to the Kobe child murders.
Oh, the what?
Kobe child murders.
Oh my god. Okay.
I didn't look into what that was excessively, but I'm going to guess they were probably squished to death.
We're going to leave that as what it is. You guys can look that up on your own.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's all you kids.
Crash was originally going to be called Wally the Wombat.
I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were essentially trying to find a suitable mascot to go along to compete with Sonic
and Mario.
Yep,
That's
to compete with Sonic and
Sony's.
Mario.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't write the guy's name down, but the creator of Sony did not like Crash Bandicoot as the character. Crash was also supposed to be more vocal, kind of like Gex, and just talk and talk and talk and talk. And that got shut down real fast. That's why he's more silent.
That's why he just makes weird noises.
Yep.
And I think that's for the best.
His name Crash comes from his signature move, destroying crates. Other names were Dash, Bash, and some other stuff.
Bash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Bash Crandicoot.
The creators jokingly called the game Sonic's ass game because the camera perspective.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what. Yeah, I remember just looking at Crash's ass.
Ass.
Yeah, you're looking at Crash ass all the time. If only I could look at Crash ass's his girlfriend's ass the whole time.
Let me look at him. You'd be looking at Bandicoochie.
Hey,
Went down to Bandicoochie.
Bandicoochie. That's what I'm talking about.
It get hot.
I don't know what sort of rabies bandicoots carry, but I'm trying to catch them.
Jesus. The commercial, talking about commercials, where someone's dressed up in the Crash mascot suit. There's one where he goes to the Nintendo headquarters to yell at Mario through a bullhorn. He is actually yelling at the next door building. They did record it at the headquarters, but he's actually yelling at the other building.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's very smart. Yes.
Nintendo does not fuck around, man.
No, yep.
They are quick to litigate so fast. It is insane.
The earliest known Bandicoot fossil from the Miocene of Australia has been given the bionomal Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, nifty.
That is pretty nifty. So basically what you're saying is that the entire Crash Bandicoot game takes place in Australia.
Sure. Well, I mean, he's Australian, isn't he?
I don't know. Is he? I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know any Bandicoots. And
Well, that would be the everything trying to kill you thing. And that's what.
Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. If you've played against those bosses, yeah. I mean, they do.
Yeah.
Those bosses are fucking rough to fucking go against. So, yeah.
Talking about Australia, in the Simpsons episode Lard of the Dance, Lisa's homesick and becomes addicted to the game Dash Dingo. Dash Dingo also shows up in the episode Lisa Gets an A and in the mobile game Simpsons Tapped Out.
Nice. Good for you, Crash. Look at you showing up in The Simpsons of all places. I mean, The Simpsons, I mean, they talk about everything. So
The last episode, we talked about the composer for Spyro as part of the Police. Crash's composer was one of the founders of Devo.
Oh, I was going to guess In Excess or something like that.
You said of Devo?
Yep.
Oh, what is that?
I didn't get his name, sorry.
Not Spin Me. That's not Spin Me Right Around.
Whip it good.
Yeah, there it is. Sorry. I've had a few drinks, guys. I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
In 1997, there was going to be a Crash Bandicoot cartoon on NBC. Pam Anderson was supposed to be the voice of Tons.
Stripperella?
Yep. And James Earl Jones was going to be the voice of Aka Aka, the shield.
Oh my gosh. That man, talk about a banger of a show that probably would have been.
I didn't look too deep, but it looked like there's some stuff on YouTube of like early animation stuff, so you might be able to find that.
If we can find it, guys, we'll put the links in the show description.
I'm not going to do that. Look it up yourself.
We will. We will.
Andy will do that. Don't worry, guys.
Andy's got it. Andy's got us.
I'm not going to do it.
He's good people.
And then in 2017, another CGI version cartoon was going to be in development through Amazon. That did not go through either.
No, because they were too busy trying to steal James Bond.
This is 2017. It was like
they were still too busy trying to steal James Bond. I guess aside from me playing it, Andy, do you have any memories of or experience?
I was going to ask, was that on the PlayStation Mini? I feel like it was.
I couldn't tell you. I never played PlayStation Mini.
I think the original, it was like Twisted Metal. The original was, but I don't think anything other than that.
I vaguely remember playing a little bit of it, and same thing. I just got pissed. I was like, well, I'm not playing this over again.
No, that makes sense. I think that's a lot of people's, especially playing the first Crash Bandicoot game. It definitely feels like the first entry of a game in like 1996.
It's wonky. It's very wonky. It's like Mario 64. Everybody loves Mario 64, but I'm just like, my depth perception for that, it's like, oh, I got this jump, and nope, down I go.
And I guess if we can compare it to the Mario series, it kind of goes that same way where like Mario 64 is like the first Crash Bandicoot game where you're like, hey, we're exploring new and totally different things. This is fine. This is great. It's not the best thing ever, but you know, I can dig it. You know, I can really dig it. And then you get Sunshine or Cortex Strikes Back or whatever it is. And then you're like, damn, this is actually really fucking fire. They fine-tuned this. This is phenomenal. Really good shit. I am enjoying this game. I could play it over and over and over and over and over again. And then you get to Galaxy or Warped, and you're like, they struck gold. This is it. This is diamond. That's how I look at the trilogy. They're all three really good games, and you can tell that they are learning from their mistakes from the previous game to build upon a better game for the future. Yeah, like the third one is the best one, but you can see the diamond in the rough in the making that was like the piece of coal that they started out with that was the first game, and them turning it into that diamond by the third game with Crash Bandicoot.
Well said. That was a kick-ass ending. I just want to make sure I don't step on any toes here. Oh. We golden? All right, let's do it. Happy time, people. Happy 34th anniversary, the launching of the original Court TV.
Huh.
Yeah. The channel televised live court proceedings. It soon became mainstream for its wall-to-wall coverage of the Menendez brothers trial and the O.J. Simpson double homicide. It transitioned to True TV in 2008.
I love True TV. I watch all those goofy-ass fucking shows. Not
Impractical Jokers.
I was going to say not Impractical Jokers, which everybody else seems to love. But all the other ones, like the
Carbonaro Effect?
No, it's... God damn it, now I can't think of it. It's like the stupid shit that you would have saw on like the VH1, like the world's stupidest police chases or like world's dumbest accidents or shit like that. We were on vacation last year. I just so happened to turn on the TV and it was on True TV, and I was like, well, I can sit up and watch this shit all fucking day. And it was like the comedic panel, and they're all making fun of the stupid viral videos on the internet, and you're like, yeah, I can watch this shit. It's like world's dumbest like sporting accidents, and like
Rob Dyrdek's back there.
Yeah, you got you got Rob. Yeah,
Tosh Porno, he's there too.
No, not them. No, not them. This is like before them. These are or concurrently, but these are like the knockoffs. So
Bob Saget, he's out there.
What's the kid from what's the redheaded kid from, what is it, Partridge Family or the Brady Bunch or whatever the fuck it is?
Like Danny Partridge.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like they're on
Danny Buttafuoco.
Yeah, Danny Bottaducci or whatever. Yeah, he's on there, and like Danny Bottaducci, and you got like the sisters from like the Brady Bunch, and you got like. Have you guys ever seen like shit like this before?
No.
What? Are you guys fucking?
Are these like? There's this current. They're like
no, man. These
70 stars that are out today. Like some 80-year-old lady coming in.
Are these people still alive?
Oh my gosh, this is from like the mid 2000s or whatever.
VH1. I love the 90s.
Yes, I mean, like I said, it's in the same vein as that. Like it's like a VH1 sort of deal, only it's on True TV.
Join us for our game next week of World's Dumbest Accidents or Dead, and we're going to give you a list of celebrities. Either they've hosted or been on World's Dumbest Accidents or they're dead.
Boy, I can't wait to see how many boths there are on that.
Damn it, you beat me to the joke. Happy 30th anniversary, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
Yeah.
I got to see that at the drive-in. It was super fucking dope.
I'm jealous.
Fucking love you, Ivan!
I'm so jealous.
You should be, bitch.
I am. Happy trails to the 4chan Burger King employee. July 2012, it was 13 years ago, an anonymous image appeared on 4chan showing a man in Burger King uniform standing in a bin of lettuce.
I remember this.
Number 4, Burger King foot lettuce.
Yep, the photo included the caption, quote, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King." Within 20 minutes, users of the forum began analyzing the photo's metadata and embedded GPS information. From there, users contacted local media and corporate offices. Burger King corporate acted swiftly. The franchise confirmed the photo's authenticity, identified the location, and terminated the employees involved. Health authorities also inspected the restaurant, and the event drew widespread media attention as an early example of how internet communities could crowdsource digital investigations.
Hey, Andy, aren't you glad that we never took any pictures or videos when we worked at Taco
Definitely
Bell?
never did. I never posted them online. Definitely never happened.
That never happened.
It never got turned into a counter.
I totally never.
My brother definitely wasn't in the sink taking a bubble bath.
He's just making himself clean. I mean, he's doing best for customers.
Definitely no videos or photos of us running around having water fights in the stores.
There's definitely not us drinking on the clock.
There's
definitely not us having a bonfire in the.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
no, we
totally didn't do that.
Nope,
totally didn't. Totally didn't almost blow up the store trying to light the pilot light before either.
Happy 40th anniversary Hang On! Created by the legendary Yu Suzuki and released in 1985, this racing game impressed players with its bold design and innovative gameplay. 3 different versions were offered, including the surprising Ride-On type model, featuring a replica 500cc motorcycle that players could actually sit on. Sega classic at its finest.
Is it an arcade game?
It was an arcade game.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Happy 45th anniversary Airplane.
Oh, cool.
Released in theaters July 2nd, 1980.
Naked Gun, I gotta see it. It's coming out. That sequel. Holy crap.
I have seen not just the previews, but I have seen people who have gotten the early
access
to it. They have said that it is easily one of the funniest movies that it is.
Talking about O.J. Simpson, that O.J. Simpson joke killed me.
It is like Liam Neeson's they're saying that it's his best role,
which is hilarious because he's also straight. And Liam Neeson, the original, was also a straight actor before.
Leslie Nielsen was like a straight-laced, dry humor. Yeah, dry humor. He was one of the fucking what the fuck was it? The West. He was like one of the Western fucking actors and like one of the straight guys, you know.
And they started doing Naked Guns.
Yeah, and then he did like the airplane. Then he did the very first airplane movie, and then he was like, "Well, fuck, there's a bag in this for me to just be like this guy." Mm-hmm. So
scary movies. He did all that shit too.
I guess we get to see this as Liam Neeson's
I watched
his
it
role.
in the fucking theaters.
Same.
Also, Spaceballs 2. Come catch that bitch in the theaters too.
Yeah, you'll have to wait a full year
first.
I know, but well, Mel Brooks is he's up there.
They're putting that motherfucker in their room.
But they got Rick Moranis back. They got fucking Rick Moranis
to come back out of retirement.
How the fuck?
Yeah, even Ghostbusters couldn't do that. Yeah. So I'm just that means that whoever's doing this Spaceballs movie, they threw a bag at this motherfucker.
Sure.
Like
they know they're gonna fucking bank.
They just pulled up a dump truck to the front door of his house and just
like they did with Beverly Hills Cop. They got the original cast.
Yeah, but
they even got Judge Reinhold to come back.
He's not too hard to get hold of.
I mean,
it's like that's like
that motherfucker kept showing up for like Arrested Development episode. So
I do love Judge Reinhold. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out Judge Reinhold. Happy 39th anniversary, arguably, and this is going to be a very hot take, top 5 Disney movie of all time. I will take no further questions. The Great Mouse Detective.
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
July 2nd, 1986. Valerie Ingham, Vincent Price.
Yes.
Yes. It was Disney's 26th animated movie. It's not number 1 for me, but it's top 10.
I will definitely throw it up there in the top 10. It's one of those movies that came out like right before they really struck with The Little Mermaid. It was like one of the last 2 movies that came out right before The Little Mermaid did.
Well, because they had like this. Well,
because The Little Mermaid is slated as like their golden era, like the start of the golden era. And you had like The Rescuers came out like a few years before that.
Well, because you had the Rescuers Down Under and 101 Dalmatians. That was part of their like dark period. And then between like 90 and 94 is when you had Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, and then when The Lion King and Pocahontas came out, that's when they had their big renaissance. sense.
Well, hold on. The Little Mermaid came out in 88. Yeah.
Was it? Oh, wait, it was? I thought it was like 91.
Nope, it was 88. Beauty and the Beast came out in 91, I want to say, or 92, and then Aladdin came out in 93.
And Lion King was 94. I do remember that.
Little Mermaid was 89.
Ooh,
it was,
good call.
Something
Close.
like that. Okay,
good call.
I mean, I'll put
It
I'll put it like this: The Rescuers Down Under was their actual first sequel for an animated film.
Yep.
And it did numbers where everybody was like, what the fuck do you mean Down Under? There was a first Rescuers film, which is really dark if you've ever seen it.
Oh, yeah, like, the original Rescuers?
Yeah, where they like kidnap the little girl and they're going to do like some nefarious shit to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was your number one?
Jungle Book.
Oh, okay.
Same.
Interesting.
Hey, dude, I had a Jungle Book VHS. One of my very earliest memories is putting Jungle Book into our VHS and playing. That's one of my like earliest memories that I have.
Jungle Book is the last animated film that Walt Disney personally had a hand in.
Yep.
Did not know that.
Yep.
Dang.
Came out in 1964, I think. It's somewhere in the 60s. It's the last animated film that Walt Disney actually had a hand in right before he died, because he died like just a few months, I think, either before or after it came out.
Well, it's weird because when we talk about The Great Mouse Detective and The Rescuers, you know, movies with mice in it, you know what else came out but not from Disney?
Ratatouille.
No. What is that? Secret of the Nymph?
Oh,
Five All Goes West.
Okay, there. I wasn't thinking about Secret. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about An American Tale with Fievel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fievel Goes West didn't come out until like the mid-90s.
Fievel Goes West was Fievel Goes West was pretty booty. An American Tale, the original, that was dark. That movie was fucking dark.
It was incredibly dark, but it was also the telling of come from like Eastern Europe and or Russia to America and trying to
make your name.
Just coming here and having to deal with the BS of like American racism. So
What? Nope. Okay. Nope.
Going too far,
Happy 20th anniversary. Happy 20th anniversary Midnight Club 3.
Dub edition?
Across all the platforms. Came out June 28, 2005 on the PSP. Actually did come out earlier that year, April 12th, 2005 for the PS2 and the Xbox.
I bought that when it came out for PlayStation 2. I wasn't a big race car game sort of person, but I was like, well, fuck it. You know, why not? And I bought that game and it was fun as fuck to play.
It's your top soundtrack.
It is. It's actually my top soundtrack. I still carry a lot of those songs on my liked playlist currently on Spotify. And I got really into the whole like designing cars and like painting cars and all that shit. I was like, well, maybe I might fuck around with a GTA game. And I never got around to fucking around with a GTA game, but that's okay. I played Midnight Club and I enjoyed it because it was just straight up racing. There was no story to it, but
I can understand that.
Race.
I can understand that because I was a Need for Speed Underground kid. That was my jam. Happy 26th anniversary Wild Wild West.
Wow, West.
Will Smith, Kevin Kline, Kenneth Branagh, and Selma Hayek.
The movie that he gave up the Matrix to do this movie.
Yes, he sure did.
So like he did an interview recently where he like told a bunch of people like a bunch of movies that he like passed on because he didn't like the director, he didn't like the direction it was going. And I was like, you're an idiot. I mean, like your career is still gone.
Yeah, he still did stuff.
But like The Matrix, Inception, and Django Unchained.
Wow.
Movies that he said no to?
Yes, these are movies that not just said no to, but he was attached to and had started pre-production filming stuff for
but
it.
He also did like The Pursuit of Happiness, which was nominated for an Academy Award. So
yeah, and iRobot. And...
Well, iRobot was pretty cheeks, but I Am Legend was good though.
Yeah,
I Am Legend was great. I liked iRobot.
Will Cox.
You got okay. I will say
Hancock was great. I enjoyed that.
I Am Legend. You got to be a different breed to be the only actor for probably 80% of a film.
Yeah, he held it.
Yeah, he did.
The plot was kind of.
I'll put it like this. Oh, sorry. I enjoyed Wild Wild West. I know everybody else hated it, including like movie theaters and like the critics and everything, but I truly enjoyed Wild Wild West. I thought that it was a good campy film.
Yeah, it's cheesy popcorn.
It's you know with Greg Kinnear and Salma Hayek.
Give me some Selma, like mid 90s Selma Hayek.
Well,
sorry, honey. My wife's not listening to this, but sorry, honey.
Well, yeah. Who can't say no to Salma Hayek?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, realistically.
You mean to tell me the guy Quentin Tarantino who directed her?
Was it the Scorpion? Was he in the Scorpion? Yeah, the Scorpion. Well, no, it wasn't.
No, that was from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Here, I'll throw some lore out. At the risk of me sounding incredibly cringe and everybody getting to dunk on me and make fun of me for this afterwards. When that movie came out, From Dusk Till Dawn came out, little tiny Ricky got to see that movie for the first time at home with his folks. And no joke, I straight up made the werewolf jaw drop, eyes pop out of his face. Yeah. The awooga noises in front of my fucking folks. They were like, Ricky,
we're turning
chill.
this off.
No, they let it play because they thought it was funny. They were like, this is hilarious. Like,
our boy's getting horny. How
they
cute.
were like, this is great. And like, they showed like Salma Hayek coming out. I was like,
I had to hold a better poker. I had to hold a better poker hand whenever Halle Berry came out for Swordfish. I had to hold a poker hand, or else I was not going to be allowed to watch those ever again.
Yeah, no.
Was it Monsters?
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball. There you go.
Yeah, I got to watch Monsters Ball. Me and my dad watched it. We both sat on opposite couches and
had to break it over each other's laps. And
no, I mean, like, we both just played it cool and we just watched it
like Siskel and Ebert.
Yeah, like
that's how you bring a joke full circle, kids.
He got it.
Got it. Happy 40th anniversary, Nick at Night. First launched July 1st, 1985.
Wowzers.
So, my girlfriend and I had this conversation. What do you think is on Nick at Night now?
Oh, it's Friends, Big Bang Theory.
George Lopez.
I don't know if he's on there.
He was on there at one
was
point.
he?
Yes.
It's mostly like mid-2000s sitcoms that are not like
in Syndicate.
I know at one point when I was working at my first hotel, Lopez was on Nick at Night. So I watched a lot of that.
I don't know. It just tossed me because when I think of Nick at Night, I think of
Golden Girls.
I Dream of
Genie.
Yep. Gilligan's Isle.
Bewitched.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think of.
Andy Griffith Show. Like
Andy Griffith Show.
Black and white stuff, not.
Yeah. Well, but
Friends.
Don't want to hurt your feelings, but we're old. So.
Yep.
Speaking of being old, happy 27th anniversary Banjo-Kazooie.
Wow.
Released 27 years ago. Want to hit up one very special one. I saw it on the Instagram. You got to give him some love. Dan H. Streetcar said happy 25th anniversary to his favorite game, Final Fantasy 9.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So shout out to him. Just a couple more here. Happy 55th anniversary American Top 40 from Casey Kasem. Around the world. Happy 75th birthday to Huey Lewis, by the way.
Oh.
Tip to be square. This one goes out to you, my love, because I know that we're both Huey Lewis fans. Actually, you're more of a Huey Lewis fan than I am, but if this is it, please let me know.
This is it.
That's it. That's all I got. What a weird video.
I think most 80s were...
I'm just saying, like, his music video was really weird because dude looks like he's like 40 years old in the fucking 80s already.
That's everybody
in the 80s. Yeah,
but he looks like he's 40, and like the girl that he's talking to looks like she's 18, and it's like, what are you come here to the beach and you're like half dressed, and it's like, bud, you don't look good in this situation at all. This one don't help you out. And this is me saying this. I'm a huge Huey Lewis fan, so Huey, if by chance you or any of your people are actually listening to this, like, I love you, but like, and I'm sure you understand. The video was a little weird. It was a little weird.
It was the 80s. It's fine.
You know, I still love you. I do. This is just like playful criticism. Don't kill me.
And finally, anybody have? I'm sorry. Go ahead before I go to my final one.
I had a few here too. Dino Crisis released in Japan, 1999. Star Fox 64 on the N64. 28 years ago.
Oh, God.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, 25 years ago.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. And one of my favorite movies, South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, premiered in theaters 26 years ago, June 30th, 1999.
Nice. And finally, happy trails to the beginning of the end of the ecosystem for Carlsbad Cavern. A bag of Cheetos gets dropped and left on the floor. Seems inconsequential, correct? Wrong. Rangers at Carlsbad Caverns National Park in southern New Mexico describe it as a, quote, world-changing event for the tiny microbes and insects that call this specialized subterranean environment home. The bag could have been there for a day or two or maybe just hours, but those salty morsels of processed corn made soft by thick humidity triggered the growth of mold on the cavern floor and on nearby cave formations.
Jesus.
The bright orange bag was spotted off-trail by a ranger during one of his regular sweeps through the big room, the largest single cave chamber by volume in North America, at the end of each day. They're looking for straggling visitors and any litter other ways that might have been left behind on the paved trail. It's a popular spot at Carlsbad Caverns. According to the National Park Service, more than 300 million people visit the national parks each year, bringing in 70 million tons of trash. But for the rest of the discarded snack bags and other debris, it often takes works to round up the waste, and organizations like Leave No Trace have been pushing their message at trailheads and online. As for the spilled Cheetos, Ward told the Associated Press that could have been avoided because the park doesn't allow food beyond the confines of the historic underground lunchroom. After the bag was discovered this past July, cave specialists at the park settled in the best way to clean it up. Most of the mess was scooped up, and a toothbrush was used to remove rings of mold and fungi that had spread to nearby cave formations. It was a 20-minute job, and some jobs can take hours and involve several park employees. Quote, I don't know how you could monitor it except constantly remind people that the underground, the caves are a very, very sensitive natural environment. But sometimes there's a disconnect between awareness and personal responsibility.
You ever been to the Ohio Caverns?
I don't fuck with caves.
Oh, that's pretty cool. But like, it's back in the 70s when this was found, like some Amish kid found it, whatever. But you can go visit it, and it's fucked up because there's a stalagmite. You're allowed to touch it because it's 50 some years of people touching it, and it's just this gross, like Cheeto orange looking mold. Yes, it's disgusting.
God, gross.
But you can touch it and just be like, hey, I touched this. But like, the rest of the caverns are pretty cool looking besides that little section, because 50 some years of greasy fucking slimy hands touching it. Just
speaking of greasy slimy hands, Andy, where can they reach you?
You can find us on X. Hey, at retro_smash.
Twitter, motherfucker. Twitter.
The triple X. Twitter. All that porno on there.
Hey.
Follow us there. Retro_smash. Retro Smash and everything else. On Instagram, Retro Smash. Facebook. We have a new Discord. Follow us there. The notes is where you can follow us at.
Yeah, come talk trash with us in the chat. You know, maybe I'll start updating you guys on like how upset I am while playing Crash Bandicoot more often.
And literally trash if you want to talk about that Cheeto bag in the caves. Yeah.
Or if you want to talk about the Pittsburgh garbage strike over in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, fun stuff there.
Oh God. Solidarity. My solidarity, brothers. Solidarity.
Send your emails and your political emails to retrosmashed@gmail.com. Tell Ricky whatever you want to tell him. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. Tell Weldy whatever you want to tell him.
I want to hear your voice.
And follow us on Patreon at Retrosmash, where that dollar will get you a shout out. Shout out to Dane H. Streetcar, and shout out to Zombie Loves Pie. Michael W., I'm giving you a last shout out because I didn't realize there was another option where you can do free options. So shout out to you this one last time for being a free subscriber. Also shout out to Noah the Goat, who also just subscribed to our free Patreon.
Hey,
good deal.
Thanks, Noah.
I believe that's Noah from Pride that we talked to.
Hey, Noah. Yeah, bud. Thanks for jumping on. You know, appreciate that. Thanks for following us from Pride. We appreciate it.
Also, like and subscribe and give us 10 out of 10, bud, on your stuff. Buddy, where are you at?
I'm on YouTube, and I is on Twitch at youtube.tv/weldytime and twitch.tv/weldytime. And I'm seriously debating adding a Weldy Time page on Facebook. I don't know yet. I don't know about that yet.
Ricky.
Well, if you guys are wondering where you can find me on Twitter at AfroKing89, where you can find me retweeting political tweet and or discussing. I guess the most recent tweet that I just put out was there was a lore question that people were asking, like, what's a little bit of lore about yourself? And I got to tell people about how I got kidnapped once and almost a second time in my life.
What the fuck?
Hey, if you guys are...
what?
That's a lead. Yeah. That's a lead if I've ever heard one.
If you guys are curious, you can always jump on and follow me on Twitter to follow the story. I'm not going to give it away for on here. So,
well, damn.
Yep, there you go. The reason to follow me on social media.
Ricky almost got sex trafficked.
It was definitely not sex trafficked. It was.
No one knows the fuck you at. No.
I was definitely going to end up on the back of a milk carton. That guy was definitely going to murder me. But if you guys really want the story, you can follow me on Twitter. You can also follow my old YouTube page. It's the Afro King, where I did old movie reviews. They're not bad, I can tell you that. It's very unpolished, but it's me and Andy learning editing and reviewing and writing. So it's the early stages. I think there's like 12 or 13 videos. Realistically, you might find more on Andy's YouTube page, which is Jerome Conrad. There's a few of them that are just actually lost media now at this point because we don't even have like access to the original software.
There maybe. I have a hard drive somewhere.
Look at that, maybe. Well, do you got anything else for us or
no? If you want me to take us home this week?
Yeah. Take me home.
From all of us here at the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast. I just got a stroke there. From all of us here at the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast. Good night, Canada.
Good night, Canada.
You know what you sound like? Did you ever hear the Robin Williams stand-up joke about Jesus at the Last Supper, where he was like, I want you all to listen to me. One of you is going to betray me. And Peter's like, is it me, Jesus? No, it's not you, Peter. Simon is like, is it me, Jesus? No, Simon, it is not you. Judas is like, is it me, Jesus? And he's like, is it me, Jesus? He's like, that was two things invented right there. It was something about like Jewish sarcasm or something along those lines. That was one of the things that got invented in that very moment. Is it me, Jesus?